Hey guys, what is up? TheNeoCubest here. Welcome to my ultimate underground survival bunker. So obviously this is the entrance to the build. Let me go ahead and just hop down in here and we'll get started on showing you the build. So it's a really cool sort of bunker. I chose to make it out of some unique materials. You guys told me to change up my style and look at what I did. I tried to change it up as much as I could. So as you can see here, it's got lots of chest storage over here. Got some furnaces, I say, that's a lot of furnaces. I've got some brewing area over here just to sort of grow the brewing stuff to use in the area right here. We've got a really cool sort of partitioned bedroom up on top, a little bit higher up. I really like the way the bedroom turned out. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this bedroom. I'm trying to get some feedback on that bedroom. I've got a little armory area right here, and then down in here we have our full enchantment table. So if you guys want to learn how to build this block if you guys want to learn how to build this block, yeah, that's what I meant. But if you guys want to learn how to build step by step, block by block, stick around for the entire tutorial. I show you how to build the whole thing. So yeah, if you guys want to learn how to build it, stick around and let's get started. Test 1 2 3. Alright, so for the entrance to your ultimate underground bunker for survival, you're gonna need to find the materials found on my hotbar below. It's a pretty light on the entryway sort of build. So right, we're just gonna place 3 oak logs like this. We're gonna build them all up to be too high. We're gonna put 2 logs facing outwards in front, and then of course I forgot something we need. We're also gonna need trapdoors here. Let me organize it. So we're gonna put trapdoors right here and here. Gonna place 2 fences on top, and then we're just going to put 3 trapdoors on top like that, and then on the back of it put some slabs. You're gonna want to break out these 2 blocks right here. You're gonna leave that one broken, although you can put a cobblestone there for now just to place your door, but we're gonna be digging down there, so you don't want to have a cobblestone there. We're gonna put some leaves on the back, and that's pretty much the entrance. I really like the way it turned out. If you saw it in the thumbnail, you probably clicked on it and you liked it. I thought it was a pretty cool entrance. So to actually build the build, I'm going to be putting logs. I'm gonna do this first, right? I'm gonna put logs down this many blocks, and then I'm going to put a trapdoor right here, so when you walk in you may not see it or something. And then we're going to just continue our ladder straight down from there. So I'm not going to show you how many blocks to dig down. I'm just going to dig down a good bit of blocks. So since it is a survival bunker, I'm just going to dig it down like a pretty good bit of blocks. But I'll count it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 blocks down if you want to copy it exactly. And I'm just bringing the logs all the way down, although it is a bit resource intensive. I do get it. So if you don't want to bring the logs all the way down, really what's easier is just to use cobblestone or something, but I thought it looked the prettiest to do it this way, so that's how I chose to do it personally. So let me grab the ladders, and then we'll basically just place them from the very bottom. Now most of this area I'm going to put cobblestone like on the front area right here, but I'm going to leave out a pretty good portion. I'm going to leave out like 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks at the bottom, just so that we have room to add the next step, which is the actual bunker. So I'm going to be putting torches just anywhere along here, and how I do that is I just sort of break out the cobblestone here and then replace the 3 blocks that you can see, and I just sort of do that periodically throughout the ladder shaft area just so that you can see in the build. It's always helpful to see in your builds, I promise. Makes life a whole lot easier. Alright, I'm going to finish it off by just placing the actual ladder, so I'm just going to do that on the back wall right here. And I'm going to be doing that all the way from the bottom, obviously. It's kind of boring to watch, so I am sorry, but it doesn't take too long. So next step is going to be building the actual fun part of the build, the bunker. So let me grab all those materials, and I'll come right back. Alright, so I'm heading down the ladder now. I've got all the materials we're going to need for it. So some pretty simple materials. This polished andesite's optional, and the bricks are not optional. I mean, they are. I guess you could build really whatever you want, but I was right in clearing out that 4 block area. That's going to be how many blocks you want to fill out. I'd go ahead and just break out a little 1x3 area and just start off by placing your bricks right here. And then we're going to end up going down like this, and then we're going to be breaking a total of 3 from the ladder. So 1, 2, and then 3. And then the first 2 blocks are just going to be like this, and then they're just going to sort of go up like that. So I hope you understood that. So we'll do it over here as well. So break a total of 3, put 2 bricks right here, go up 1 diagonally, go up 1 diagonally, and then you should meet up in the middle for 3. And then we're going to bring this back a total of 9 blocks. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I did 9 right there, and then I'm just going to go ahead and fill in that first layer of brick, and and then we're just going to sort of build it in these little sections just to make it a little bit easier. And then you want to go up one diagonally like this, and then we're going to be going up a final diagonal block and then meeting up in the middle for those 3. So just sort of break it out in sections, and it'll definitely be a lot easier to build. Hopefully you don't encounter any gravel, because when I was designing this the first time, I encountered so much gravel, and let me tell you, it was absolutely infuriating. I hate gravel, especially when I'm doing like a tutorial, right, and I'm in like the middle of recording, everything's going well, and then gravel's just like bleh, and just falls on you, and it's just like, dang, that actually sucks. But yeah, so as you can see, I sort of have dug out this area, and then I'm going to be putting brick on top. But once I get the entire bunker, like actual frame built, like the outside, it'll be a lot simpler to sort of see, because if you're watching the tutorial, it may seem a little bit tricky, but I promise it's really not that bad. It just looks that way right now, but I promise it will be better in a moment. So I'm gonna put some torches down just so that you guys can see, although keep in mind, I'm just putting those just for your sake. I actually have I have a lot of lighting in this build just because it's underground and it's kind of dark and it's hard to see on YouTube in the dark, so I made sure to fix that as much as I could. And wow, that my phone vibrating sounded so odd right there. Okay, so at the ends, I chose just to put some spruce wood just like this. However, there is going to be a bedroom up in this area right here, so I'm just going to leave out this right here, and I'm just going to break it back just a little bit just so that we don't forget about the bedroom. So, in the middle here is actually a little bit of a divisor, or a divider, not a divisor. I don't think that's the right word. There's a little bit of a divider in the middle, but before I place that, I'm just going to sort of do some lighting in here. What I chose to do is I broke out all these blocks right here, and I just put some glowstone. Now that's completely optional, and we are going to be putting some torches in the build as well. So if you don't have access to glowstone yet, don't worry, but it's essentially like this, and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks long. So hopefully you guys can pause it here and sort of find an area to build it off of in the video. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and place this block right here. So let's go ahead and just add that little divisor, we'll call it, even though it's not the right word. I'm just gonna keep calling it a divisor just because it's funny. So we'll put that right there, and that leaves a lot of room on the inside for us to build things at. So I'm just going to be putting torches right here, and then I'm gonna put them right there, as well as right there, and that sort of gives us an area to put torches. I don't know why I put them on that block. I chose to put them on this one. So I chose to use andesite for the floor in here, although you don't have to at all. It's a nice floor material. I don't like using it for much else, unfortunately, just because of the color. It just seems so flat, right? And it doesn't seem like something I'd really want to build like an actual base out of. But I will, however, use it for floor material because it looks wonderful for floor, I think. All right, so let me see what I can think to put of in the bedroom. And while I'm doing that, if you wouldn't mind scrolling down and leaving a like on the video, I would really, really appreciate it. If you don't want to, you really don't have to, I promise. I'm not gonna get offended or anything, but if you wanted to, that would really help me out if you're liking the build so far. Well, let me go grab those materials real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so heading back into our underground survival bunker, we're going to come over here and we're going to break this. So I'm not going to count this block, I'm going to count this one as number 1. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that. Now the ceiling above it obviously is going to be broken out as well, so we're just going to do that real quick. And look, we got some iron ore. Pretty nice indeed. To get up and down from this area, I chose to put 2 stairs right here, although you may not want to, and that's completely fine. That's just what I chose to do. And then I put my fence just right here. While you're doing that, you may want to carry over these blocks in here. And before we do any of that, I chose to use glowstone lighting. Although you can just use torches, so don't worry if you guys are watching this and you get worried that you don't have glowstone. It's really not that big of a deal. It's not going to make a huge difference. And then I just that's the right word. I chose brick for the ceiling, just like this, just to sort of carry over that same pattern. And then I did andesite for the floor in here as well, although we did add a little bit of carpet in the build. I say we sometimes, but like totally like I don't know why, because no one ever I mean, I've had people help me design things before, but not like extensively, so I don't know why I say we. But yeah, okay, let's put a bed right here, and then let's put a crafting table, and then we're just going to place a little painting right here, And then on top of that crafting table, I put a pot and a blue orchid just to sort of stick with the theme of my builds. I try to do blue orchids in my builds, although sometimes I just plain forget, and that's okay. And then I just added a little bit of a carpet in here with just some sort of random pattern. I broke out these 3 blocks on either side, and then I took some stairs here and lined the top just like that. And then of course those blocks that you can see behind, you may want to also add a little bit of that. I need a torch, so let's put a torch right here. So I chose to put a chest and an ender chest right here, and then on this side I actually chose to put something a little weird, something I don't normally do. I put 2 anvils, which is completely unnecessary, but if you want to, you can do this and just put a little skeleton head right here on the ground. And then I also put another painting here, but what I did was I put like a solid block here just so that it was a 1x1 painting. And yeah, you end up with something pretty cool. So that's the bedroom in the build. I hope you guys like that. Let me know in the comments what you think about this bedroom. That's one of my favorite bedrooms just because it's sort of like, I don't know, it's partitioned up in its own separate little area. And I don't know, let me know in the comments, pause it real quick and let me know what you think of the bedroom. And by the way, if you leave a comment on my channel, I reply to every single comment. Go ahead, test me. I promise, I'll reply. Alright, let's get started on the rest of this base. So, one thing you're going to need in any sort of build is definitely chest storage. Now, it's a little tricky just because of the shape of the build, and I try to fit everything actually in this bunker, although we actually are successful, but it comes at a cost, guys. You're going to have to break these blocks right here, and you're going to have to actually put stairs right here. And I know it seems a little weird, but we're also going to be doing the same thing right here. So hear me out, guys. I know it looks weird from behind, but just try to put stairs right there if you can, and then just break those blocks and come down. So what that's going to allow us to do is put chests up here, and then we're also going to want to do the same sort of thing right here, but you can just do right side upstairs, and then you can put chests right here. And I know it seems a little weird, but look, it gives you so much chest storage, and you can do it like with shelves like this, and it looks really, really nice, right? Like you have all this chest storage and it's in your bunker, it's all accessible. I don't know, I was really proud of that. I thought it looked cool, but you may not like it. You don't have to do it, but I thought it was pretty interesting. As far as getting furnaces in here, you can fit a couple right here. I wouldn't put any on that side, but those furnaces right there, I'm not even gonna put them. I'm just saying you could fit them there. Where I chose to put my furnaces is just right here, and then you don't really need more furnaces other than that, but if you wanted to, you could also line them up here, and then just put some trapdoors under them, and you still have room to place some stuff down here. So I'm going to take 2 stairs, and I'm going to have them made out of cobblestone. I'm gonna put one right here facing this way, and one facing that way, and then I'm just going to take some brewing stands and I'm just going to put those right here. The reason I'm putting brewing stands here is that I'm going to put the cauldron on the opposite side. So, that's not the right word. That's not even a word that we need at all here. So we're going to need some water, and then we're going to need a tripwire hook as well, and I just chose to put my cauldron right here, filled it with water and the tripwire hook. So you're probably wondering, like, Neo, where's the actual brewing stuff? Well, here you go. We'll put it over here. So I'm going to break out these blocks. Unfortunately, I know I said try to stick to the bounds of the bunker, although it's not really possible when doing a brewing area because, well, if you want to have glowstone above it, it's not possible. Although if you didn't want to have glowstone above it, it's completely feasible. So just depends on what you really want to do with your build, but it's up to you. That's the special thing about Minecraft. You can literally make anything into your own, which is why I like doing tutorials for it. So we've got 4 netherwort growing right there. Pretty cool. We got furnaces, and then we can actually brew over on this side of the build. And if you wanted to, guys, you can always block that furnace right there. Take a slab, put this in the middle, and then just go ahead and have three brewing stands, although I chose just to do 2 like this because I thought it fit the best. But yeah, maybe you want to take an item frame and just put it above where your thing is, and then put like a potion in or something just to sort of denote that you're going to be making potions here. I'm not really sure. But yeah, pretty cool start to the build. So we've got a chest room, we've got furnaces, we've got brewing. I think the next step is going to be a little bit of an enchantment table, and where I chose to put that, and this was just a personal little thing, is I chose to put it right here. So let me just grab those materials real quick. Alright, so you don't need to put a trapdoor or anything. I'm just going to put the ladder right here, and then I'm just going to go down 3 blocks just like this. And I'm just going to bring our materials. So I'm not going to use andesite. I'm just going to bring it down with a little bit of cobblestone right here. And then we're just going to bring our ladder down. Now this area in here doesn't need to be too big. I'm going to consider this the first block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that, and you should have a pretty big area in here. We also might need a little bit of glowstone or torches, either one. It's really optional. It's up to you, whatever you want to put, but I'm going to be putting the enchantment table right here just so that you guys get a pretty good visualization of where the books are going to be going. So I'm just going to be putting the books along this area right here. Now you don't need as many as I'm placing. I'm just placing this many to look good aesthetically, although honestly you're not going to need that many bookcases, and it's really unnecessary to do so. Up here I just chose to put some chests, so there's actually no, I didn't put chests up there. That's a complete lie. I don't know why I said chests instead of glowstone. Those are not the same things. I chose to put glowstone up here, and then I took some slabs made of spruce and just sort of did something like this, so it makes the ceiling feel a little bit more squatted, although it's honestly fine. It's not a big deal, and you can't see this glowstone from above, so it looks good. And then optionally you can choose to put bookcases all over here, although they're not going to do much, but the only reason I say to do that is so that you can get behind these materials right here and just put a few chests. Now these chests can be used for storing books and whatnot, like, you know, enchanted books. That's what I would do with it personally, and I'd put 2 item frames here, just put some books down, and then I'd also carry that same floor material that we used in the rest of the build down into here as well. Optionally you can put like some glowstone down in here and put some glass over it. I'm not going to do that on this build, but yeah, pretty cool to have an enchantment table in your build. I'm not going to be adding a farm or a mine to this build, although if you wanted to do that, it's completely possible. You could just dig it out like right there and put it. But for now, I'm going to, what should we put over here? Maybe some armor stands to make it look good? Something like that, or maybe you could even put a guest bedroom over here. You could really put whatever, but I'm going to be putting 2 armor stands here, and I'm going to go ahead and fill those up with armor. Because, I mean, honestly, guys, if you're in like a survival bunker, chances are you're probably in some sort of situation where you're needing to survive. So I'm just going to be putting these things here just so that you can defend your bunker, defend your honor, whatever. There is a way, like, if you don't feel that this is secure enough, you can add like multiple airlocks and doors and then ladders, like a system of ladders coming down. Although I did not choose to do that in my build, you could definitely choose to do that. I'm just going to be putting a little bit more carpet in here to sort of finish things out. I try to stay as random as I can with the carpet. I don't like to follow one set pattern and just sort of place it where it feels right. And most of the time it ends up making the build look, see, I mean, I just feel like that makes it look so much better, like on a different level, but that's just me personally. You definitely don't have to do that, although I always find it a nice addition to do. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can really put here. We could take some stairs, and we could put like one of those floating chests up here if we wanted to. The best way to do it is to put it in the middle like this, and then just sort of line it up, and then you have, line it up, what am I doing? Oh, there we go. Line it up just like that, and it kind of makes the stairway feel a little cramped, but at the same time you get a little bit more chest storage in your build, so it's always a nice thing to do. And then you could go ahead and just do it right here as well, no harm, no foul. And I don't know, I feel like it looks nice, and it definitely like helps out because you have more places to put things, and it's always a good idea to have more spots to put things. You could even put one right here if you wanted to. It really is up to you where you want to put these little guys, but there's tons of spots for them. Like for instance, you could put one right here. That item frame may get a little wonky. It may actually just break in a second. Yeah, but that's okay. You could just put this potion right here, and you could just have the item frames right there. But let me see if I can think of anything else to put in this build real quick. I don't really think there's much more room to put stuff, although we could put something here that just looks pretty. So we could put like a cactus in it or something. Now, if you guys wanted to have a farm, it's pretty simple. You could just dig out an area. I don't know what I'm searching for, a painting. I always search for picture frame for some reason, but I guess you hang picture frames on your walls like in real life, so it makes sense. But you could drill off like over in this direction and just remove this chest and have a farm or a mine. You could also do your mine down in here, but I chose to just put the enchantment table in there. But yeah, let me think if I can think of anything else and also take a breather before I do this outro. Alright guys, unfortunately I think that's going to be all I have in me today for this tutorial. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it and much more, click that subscribe button. You'll get notified when I upload. You'll probably be the first to hear about it. What was why is that chest facing that way? You'll probably be the first to hear about it if you click the subscribe button and also that bell to be notified when I upload. My shader pack, texture pack, music, all that fancy stuff is down in the description below. If you wouldn't mind leaving me a comment, I try to reply to all of them, and while you're down there, I was meaning to say if you wouldn't mind leaving me a like. But a comment's nice too, but if you wouldn't mind leaving me a like, it would really help my channel out. It just sort of helps YouTube's algorithm determine what videos to show to other people. But yeah, leave me a comment. I try to reply to every single one, and so far in 3.5 or 4 months, I have not missed a single comment. So like over 4,000 or 5,000 comments, something like that, I've replied to. So I love doing that. I love interacting with my fans. So if you guys want to talk, just let me know in the comments and we can just sort of chat in there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys like this ultimate underground bunker. I thought it was pretty sweet. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let me fly up here. Bye.